Yo, man. Listen, man. It's me. I had to come to the park to vent. So, I wanted to speak about a couple things today. So, listen to this. You know I'm the real Americo Africanus, right? Also known as Americo Vespucci. But, but I currently go by Ralph the Lane. It's okay. You could believe me or not. It don't even matter. But a man working so hard and owning the social habitation and owning all continents. The funny thing about a person, I'm the head of all social dignity of all social star charts. So if somebody take advantage of me, that means they're gonna take advantage of another individual in the paradigm of time, even when it comes to physics and social habitation, even of equality. It just happens. It's just natural with it. So I'm gonna just say just like this, all right? I work so hard in life and then want to live comfortable. But then how can I even be Americo Africanist and then individuals treat me the way they treat me, and then you have people seeming like that they're advancing more than me in the paradigm of time, knowing I'm on social recovery, still fighting for my life to even survive in the paradigm of time. So, a person says, how could you say something like that? It's just like, I'm not even driving, but there's people driving. You see, I went and paid to renew my license at DMV. DMV gave me the green paper and they wrote down with a red pen on the ink. And then when I went back for my license, they told me they didn't know what I was speaking about. And I know the girl did it on purpose. And then when I had to go get my ID, I got my ID after a while, after visiting North Dakota and doing something for my wife. Then my ID cracks. So then, a lot of things make me feel the way. And then when I went to New York, because right now is August 5th, 2020. When I went to New York seemed like they didn't even want me to go to the fingerprint machine where it scans you to identify who I was. Like they wanted to do something else in the social habitation. This is how I know Japan, Korea, China's in trouble. But I don't care. I do care, but I don't care because they did it to themselves. So I throughout all the years of my social recovery, people have to realize the way they treated me. So is what happening around the world is what they caused to themselves. Is a hardship of a man how wonderful I am, and then the things I already did in the past, and in the present time socially recovering in my life, and in the way they treated me caused all the things that's happening to them in the world. So there's nobody else to blame. And if anybody wants to blame or try anybody, you should think about blaming yourself, because when you had that point of acknowledgement, of acknowledging and knowing who I am, and the way individuals reacted according to the things that happened at a time is what caused their situation in life. That has nothing to do with it, because I'm also the paradigm of time. But I'm gonna say just like this, African people speak about, oh, this, that, oh, so, and then I'm not even driving. Where's the respect even while I ride the metro transit and all type of stuff? Where's the respect even for social habitation? Because it's just like Siri says smoking is not allowed. Siri's trying to be elegant and eloquent, saying that she doesn't want dark conduct on the train because she doesn't want an individual knowing social habitation. So a certain type of way. And then Siri tries to tell individuals, because they're like, she knows individuals are supposed to be able to have a point of their own. And, a spiritual guardian god empress, she don't want an individual antagonizing her. And if they broke their oath, causing certain things to happen in the paradigm of time, according to certain time sequences of inner points of enlightenment or outer points of enlightenment. So I could understand that, but me being educated, knowing social habitation, I'm a man of refinement and also of equality, and we in the year 2020. So this is the year of reflection, jewel stone and element, and this is I'm a man of natural regard and of social habitation and the reason for international security. And also the reason of education. This is why the schools are going to be closed for a while. You know what I'm saying? But there's things online. There's things online. But as I was saying, as far as Japan, Korea, but Africa, I'm going to say this. A person speaks about it, and I didn't answer their question when it comes to DePHt reality, because a man says if people complain about people being mistreated or raped or taken advantage of, remember, I came back in a precise time to recover from the rapid fire and trauma that another individual tried to cause to my heart and my head. And then on top of it, if something's happening is of a DePHt reality reflection of a person's greed or something that's causing it in the paradigm that travels throughout all the conduct on a high point of altitude, longitude, latitude that's causing the disorientation a certain type of way, even in when it comes to marksmanship, regardment, and tranquility. So there's nothing else to say about certain things. I'm a man that's very educated when it comes to social star charts. My vocabulary was very precise. So, it's just like a person says Coming to America, the movie. Yeah, you can see it once a certain type of way, and then the fuck you that just zooms by. It's like, she keeps on passing me by until one stops and says, hey, come in and let's go hang out. Yeah, wonderful. I'm a man on social recovery. I don't want to even be around other forms of regard in the physical reality for my own comfortability and safety. Because I don't want another person complicating my existence and knowing if something happens a certain type of way that won't interfere to the natural order of honor or social habitation or the reason of social conduct, even when it comes to enforcement. So, I'm a man that's very, very comfortable in certain things. And then when a person is going after me for equality and knowing that I'm recovering from rapid fire and then having me waste a form of equality or causing a form of equality not to be, how can I say this, enough in current reality, then even when it comes to revenue, then an individual says you got to really think about what you're doing at a time to a man. And I'm on social recovery. But anyway, this goes to show you, even in DePHt reality, when a person says, oh, they're of this, they're of love, and then it's just like a chick that claims to be the empress, knowing I'm on social recovery, why am I taking the train, or I'm not driving, or other things are happening a certain type of way. And then on top of it, where's the love a man supposed to have to even refine us? A person doesn't have to ask who killed the person when it came, especially if it was a spiritual guardian god empress, who killed the person when it came to emotions. And then think about it, emotions is a natural neural conduct of one's higher habitation, and we're on a celestial earth dealing with cellular activity that generates matter of the physical reality. So the neural activity of the natural current of the current reality, even in elements, and we're in a year, the reflection, jewel stone, and element, you don't gotta ask what empress or what reconditioned or was an empress that killed the individual in the paradigm of time, and then on top of it, wasting an individual's time and also try to kill an individual, because I'm in social recovery. So if I gotta reflect to know what's going on, it would be easy to tell, right? But hey, I don't, I'm the reason of international security and all social economic education. Social also meaning solar system. Solar system's like point of core. So, with galaxy, universe, right? Let's not even get into other things. But anyway, man, right now I wanted to be a little comedian tonight because I don't want to be so much hurt feelings, and I came here to vent a certain type of way. But I don't want to be so much hurt feelings and stuff. So I'm gonna make fun. Since when Japan is on the other side of the world, I'ma just make fun of the Shadow Clan a certain type of way because of things I was speaking about. You ever had a chick that says, "Yo, you know something, you could all have it," and then a man looks at her and says, I'm too serious for that. You don't want to go that far." And then next thing you know, you have a man one day, he's sitting somewhere shadow boxing or doing something type. Boxers shadow box. But it is a difference. You would never know because a person has to train. But because of the name of the social habitation, that even causes an individual to open their horizons and try to even look at the physical reality of even exploring the reasons of consciousness if it's meant naturally for certain things of their interests, or wanted to learn the reason of one's social habitation when it comes to physics or law of one's materializing of one's higher origin of anatomy. But this dude started shadow boxing. He sit there, he was shadow boxing and stuff. And another guy looked at him and said, "Yeah, you sure? Because something in physics, you could tell if your girl was getting gangbanged, man. For real. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you know? Hey, a person wouldn't want you to know, they say, but you got to see it for yourself anyway. So there's no lying about that." But you have to figure that out, what I'm speaking about when it comes to physics and physical reality. But if your girl was gangbanged, trust me, it'll be broad public at a time, a certain type of way. I'm a man. I made all space. My physics is wonderful, but another individual, you'll know at a time. If they reach that point where they just said they just didn't care about you, and it's just whatever at your time or point of your reality, even to your social star chart of out of regard or inner point of reality, or inner point of enlightenment, or outer point of enlightenment. You'll know for a fact. And then you think about what's going on in my social habitation at a time. One, I don't like to cause too much confusion, and I hate chaos. I really hate chaos. So another person trying to build your interest just to come spy because you got whores through time that did the wrong thing, and they just want to find a way just to prepare another burger and not care about what's going on with their hot dog and stuff. So it doesn't matter. It does matter because I don't want nobody in my social habitation. And after what they did to individuals in certain states and countries, I don't want the younger generation of males there at a certain time, even of their existence, because they're not supposed to be here when it comes to the humane condition anyway. I'm not going to explain that again. But I'm just gonna tell you just like this. If you really think you're that evil, or you're depth reality, or you don't know what the depth reality really means, then you'll find yourself very awkward and feeling very awkward and out of place a certain type of way. And then you'll know you really fucked up at a time. But by then, I won't even care to help you. So too bad for you. But I'm just telling you the truth. I do care. But as I said, I'm on social recovery, and I got to think about, I'm the first of all physics, even of space. No matter what color, social star chart, or what honor or level or point or star or solar system galaxy, no matter, or even of all levels of your social education. So, I do care, but you think about what you're doing to yourself and how long of a time you're going to suffer every time you think about trying to fuck me over in the physical reality, no matter what time. And oh man, you gotta really understand. You gotta understand what I'm telling you. I overstand, but you gotta understand what I'm telling you. But there's nothing else to say. YouTube, have a wonderful night. You know, if I was in Japan or in China, you know, I don't think anybody would have made it through the night after speaking about things like this. Anyway, I'm out.